The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for The Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And the chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Media Zone as we enter August.
Oh.
Now, Dave, it's very hot.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still rainy? Because we're taping this ahead of time. Do you think it's still rainy?
Taping this 2 months ago. No.
Actually, we are just barely into July. What's today? The second?
Second.
Second,
Yep.
as we tape this. That's how far ahead
That's
we
right.
tape these. Tape 4 shows. You know, we're close enough. We'll spoil the illusion for you. We tape 4 shows, and by the 4th show, we're way ahead.
So we don't know, but we like to pretend like, oh, it's so rainy, it's so hot. We're just taking a shot in the dark. We don't know.
Well, from how rainy that June was, I said it's probably going to be one of those rainy summers. The ones we used to have when we were trying to film things outside
Yes.
in the old days. I wouldn't want to be shooting anything now. We have 3 films tonight.
It's that damn web series.
Yeah,
Out there.
we're not filming, we're editing right now. Actually,
10 years ago.
I'm going to say a month ago now, or a month and a week ago,
Uh-huh.
I was editing almost the entire Monday I was off.
Ooh.
And all the videos pretty much locked down for the first episode, and it's going around and tweaking and putting audio in. So we're getting there.
How's the acting?
The acting has, you know, as any film, it has good ones and not as good ones. But I'm going to say it's not bad.
Well, who's the not good one?
I'm not going to say on the air. I'm not going to say that the one is not good. I'm just going to say I have a lot of extra editing to do because
Male or female?
I'm not going to
Oh, come on
the air.
Oh.
But, you know, there was a lot of looking in the camera after the shot. Immediately after finishing lines. Well, is that all right? So, you know,
Okay, you can say it was me.
No, you have funny scenes. Remember the scene where you're going through your bag and you were saying you had the bullets and the things, and then you had some condoms and some Twinkies in there? That was a funny scene there. That's in the first episode. You don't even remember doing it.
Surprisingly, I don't recall that. Oh, well. All right, well, we got 3 movies then?
Yeah, there's one we're going to drop
Okay.
there. It's about step dancing. We don't need to see that, really.
Wow, only the 4th film listed has actually 2 words in the title. But we're going to skip the number 3.
Yeah.
And let's go in. Shall we just go into the first one?
Yeah, let's go right into it here.
Detroit
Ooh.
from Annapurna Pictures, starring John Boyega, Anthony Mackie, and Algie Smith. Isn't that stuff what grows on the inside of your fish tank? Algae? Is it algae?
Yes.
From the Academy Award-winning director of The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30, Detroit tells the gripping story of one of the darkest moments during the civil unrest that rocked Detroit. See that? Rocked Detroit?
Yes.
That's pretty good because that's where a lot of rock music came from.
Yes.
In the summer of '67.
Rock City, I think Kiss called it, didn't they?
Detroit Rock City.
Now, I know you know who John Boyega is.
Him?
Yes.
Okay. But that was just a complete guess because
What'd you say?
Who?
Did you have a guess? You don't know who it is?
No, I don't know. Did that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, was just the guess.
He caused a big uproar in that last Star Wars film when people said there couldn't be an African-American stormtrooper.
Why not?
I don't know.
Well, they can't argue a case if they don't have anything to back it up with. Why could there not be one?
Well, apparently, according to those prequels, they were all cloned from the same person, so they should really look all like the same person.
Oh, okay.
But because these newer ones take place later, they probably could have different ones.
Okay.
And he's British, as most people are these days.
Well, see, I wouldn't know. I've never seen a Star Wars film.
Spider-Man. You know, I just watched Star Wars again a couple of weeks ago. What is it, a month ago now? For the 40th anniversary. Now, most people watched it on May 25th. That was its release date. But we didn't get it here until June 22nd. And I was, I've seen it a few times. But it really is action all the way through. So I'm wondering if you would enjoy it.
I'm going to go with no.
I think you might enjoy it more than the Young Frankenstein.
I can be, if you want to like pay me something, I'll do it. But there must be some kind of incentive for me to watch the original Star Wars.
I'm going to give you an incentive.
What is the incentive?
In the 40th anniversary, that you should finally watch this. And I can't get you the original version. You have to watch the new version where Jabba the Hutt was inserted in.
Okay.
But it's not the pure 1977 film. But
so what's my incentive?
It's 2 hours.
Yeah.
You have 2 hours to kill, don't you?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. But I must have adequate incentive.
The incentive would be I would actually buy you the disc, but I don't think that's an incentive of any kind.
You could buy me something, but it ain't going to be that.
We'll have to see which pop figure we're trying to figure out. How about a nice Star Wars pop figure to go for your viewing? Maybe one of your favorite droids as a pop figure. All right, we'll figure that out coming up, how we're going to get Dave to watch Star Wars. And you send in your ideas at home. How are we going to get Dave to watch Star Wars?
Much like probably someone will recommend having a Clockwork Orange type scene. Forcing my eyes open with then dropping liquid in my eyes to keep them moist.
And speaking of bad acting, Mark Hamill doesn't give the best performance in the world, but he has a bright-eyed youth flavor about him that worked for the film. Let's see, what's next here? Kidnap, Dave.
Oh, you ready for this, Reed?
Huh? Did we do this a while ago?
Oh, yeah, we did.
There's a good chance we did, but like that Amityville film, it was held after we did it. The film is still a heart-stopping action thriller following a mother who will stop at nothing to rescue her kidnapped son. I do remember doing this now. I didn't when I was putting this together because I just throw the clips in. Rated R for violence and peril. And Lou Ayres, I believe, or the Lou from The Walking Dead, I believe, is the kidnapper.
So, wait a minute. So you're giving away who the kidnapper is?
I don't think it's
There's no big secret in this film?
Except they're not really showing much of anything except her taking off after the child. Oh, my.
Oh,
they're all missing. I have to go out after these kids myself when I was 2 years younger than I am now when I filmed this apparently 2 years ago.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know. This is a mainstream film. Is Halle Berry still going to be a big draw? And or this plot that we see every week on the women's channel.
Right. Well, supposedly this is just better, well done, as opposed to, something you'll see on TLC or Hallmark or whatever.
I wonder if I'll be so bored on my Mondays come August that I would go out to see this one.
I would see that before Star Wars.
Oh, no. With no incentive of any kind, you just go to see Kidnap.
Right. Dark Tower.
Ooh.
Well, wait a minute. We have to skip step before we get to Dark Tower.
Give him a second. In that second, I can say I got another one of these Clipper magazines, Dave, and I threw it right in the trash. Who is spending their hard-earned money? The Sati Deli, which will be going out of business. So, although it has 3 locations. Newton Plaza, downtown Albany, and SUNY Plaza. You know what that means, Dave? The kids are,
Yes.
the college kids are going
That's
there.
right. That's SUNY Plaza. Well, I live near that. I haven't
Do you?
seen that there.
Broadway downtown?
Oh, that's downtown. Oh, you said SUNY Plaza.
Yeah.
That's oh, that is Broadway. Oh no, that's not.
What are you calling SUNY?
Well, I thought SUNY by SUNY Albany.
Oh, yeah, you got SUNY Albany there.
Are we ready? Yes. Downtown. Downtown. Dark Tower.
Downtown.
Stars. Catherine Winnick, Matthew McConaughey, and Idris Elba. Director Ron Howard brings Stephen King's most beloved series to life. Really? I never heard of this either. With this first chapter, oh no, that means they want more. Chronicling gunslinger Roland Deschan's?
Boy, these character names.
Oh.
I'm going to start dropping them from the reads.
Roland Deschan's journey to find an ever-elusive tower in an alternate dimension filled with fantastical creatures and characters directly connected with many of the author's most famous works. The feature film will be followed by 2 sequels, even if this one does crappy, each of which will be bridged by 2 television series, really.
Well, that was
One of the days where we make a movie and that's the end of it.
Yeah, that was the idea behind the Power Rangers movie too, but I'm sure they dropped the 500 films they were going to make after them. So this is Idris Elba. I thought it was the guy from the Fear of the Walking Dead for a minute. I'm not sure of his name. Look, ooh, creatures, Dave.
Okay.
There's a creature there to liven up. It looks like a very boring film.
Well, there's going to be 3 of these and the television series, 2 television series. So you got to go to the theater to see the film. Then you have to watch a television series. Then you got to go see the second film.
Right.
Then you got to watch another television series. Then you got to watch the third film.
Sounds like a lot of work is involved.
Yeah, that's just not something I'm willing to do.
I think this was a huge book, as I recall, when we used to have bookstores around. Seeing the big book on the shelf. Geez, I hope that bookstore has. That's the last. Well, there's little bookstores around, but that Barnes and Noble. Speaking of never going out, if that closes, there's no reason to go to Colony Center except to pop into the movie wing. I guess the kids are still going to the mall, aren't they?
I don't know. My daughter works there,
Yeah.
so she still has a job.
I kill with my heart.
Boy, this must be one of those 3-minute clips here that I didn't notice.
You know, I was going to say something, but I didn't want to hear you go, 2.5, like they all are.
I'm not sure what that was. I can't claim that as a 2.5.
All right. Is it DVD time?
DVDs and Blu-rays.
And 4K.
4Ks I'm not buying, Dave.
Why
I
not?
don't care. Blu-ray is fine. They're doing a series of John Carpenter's films in these steel books. Now, as a collector of various odd cases and things, I'm not thrilled with these steel books, but apparently somebody loves these things. There's new artwork and they're in a steel case. But even with the name there, I always find whenever I get one, they're dented underneath where the stickers are and things. So I don't know what the purpose is. A regular DVD case is fine to protect your disc.
When was this? Was this like 77?
That was 81, I
81?
believe.
Okay. What am I thinking of that was 77?
The font, well, let's see.
Michael York movie.
Michael York. Oh, the
Logan's Run, maybe.
Oh, okay, that's 76.
Oh, okay. Well, pardon me.
Logan's Run and then the series.
Oh, this was a good movie.
No,
John Carpenter's They Live.
this was on Blu-ray, and right after he passed away there, the wrestler, Rowdy.
Roddy.
I said, I'm going to
Piper.
get They Live on Blu-ray. It just came out on Blu-ray as a tribute to Roddy, and I kind of like this movie, and I haven't watched it since. You get all excited, and like people do when people die, I guess they buy the records of the person that dies.
But this was an entertaining film. It was pretty
Yes.
good. I was impressed with it. I expected little, and that's what I got. This I couldn't get through. The Fog.
Was this 79 or 80? Or
Wasn't this Adrian Bimbo in this?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about this, but I tried to watch it and I just couldn't.
I liked it later on. I like it better than when I first saw it.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Diamond Phillips.
Tell me about this film, Dave.
Why should I tell? I don't know about this film. What? Am I supposed to know something about it?
Well,
isn't it a remake or something?
It was Cop and a Half with, I believe, Burt Reynolds, wasn't it?
I was gonna say it sounds like it's a
And a little
title.
girl.
Yeah.
So now, long after that's been forgotten, like 2 weeks after that came out, we're going to have a new one, Dave.
Right.
With
It's the new recruit.
With Lou Diamond Phillips, of all people.
His career is.
That comedic actor there.
Oh, this was a good one. Phantom of the Opera.
What was that?
Herbert Lom.
He did kind of do the theme. He's doing the theme of the opera. How are you doing that? Have you seen the Phantom of the Opera?
How are you doing that? Special inserts. I don't know.
He's doing like the theme to the Hammer Opera there. I don't know how he did it because I know he's never seen this. Have you?
This was a good version. This was like around 62.
Yes. And it's I saw this at Walmart a few weeks ago. And it was kind of odd. This was just sitting there, and then I guess it went wide now. But that was a good one. And of course, when we were kids and we saw this, we didn't see the scene where the little dwarf guy stuck the rat catcher in the eye with a knife. That was a nice surprise when I finally watched the DVD.
That's a nice surprise. Seeing someone get stuck in the eye. All right.
Oh, I don't remember that. That was a pretty good effect.
There you go. Get some more pop figures, Ed?
Well, I'll tell you, last week at work, Dave, I'm sorry I didn't see this. This is a second hand.
Let me relax for this story. Go ahead.
It's not a long story, but somebody next door went into the John, Dave.
Oh, no.
And usually you hear people texting or on the phone in the stall. That's usually when I flush the toilets, especially when they're talking. But this was the first time this guy wandered in and saw a man holding his business. And with the other hand, he's at the urinal.
Yes.
He's texting with the other hand.
Okay.
At the urinal. Can we give the texting a rest for 2 seconds to take a piss? It's no wonder.
I'm just wondering, is this the universal symbol for texting?
That's mine.
Yeah, I mean...
It's no wonder there's urine all over the floor in that bathroom. I don't even go in that one anymore.
Your shoes will stick to the floor.
They do.
And then you walk into your house, which you got to leave them in the garage.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. These people, it's all they do. On their phones all the time, looking down, texting. I don't understand. Just like those pops. I don't get it.
Well, I understand the pops more than the texting, which we're going to bring a few more out here, Dave.
All right.
We have a few more to sign off. We got to wipe the water off, though, because we can't get the boxes wet. Let's see. We got those all covered. And by the way, these are thanks to FYE going out of business, that they are 30% off now. And there are some, these just came out, the new Batman ones. So they're still getting stock in. I saw they had a big box with shipping in the pops from the other stores where they're not selling. And I'll probably take him out there.
Oh no, there goes his value.
I haven't taken them out yet to look at them. But they did a good job on these. Some of them, they give them a quickie and paint job and questionable detail, but these are pretty good here. I don't know, there was 3 versions of Mr. Freeze on Batman.
Who did Mr. Freeze? Was that Vincent Price?
Otto Preminger was one.
Victor Bono was King Tut. Oh, Victor Price was Egghead.
Vincent Price, yep. Egghead. Ooh, look at the zooming. They need a little white on the bottom, don't they? To reflect up, I think. Yeah. They did a good job on this newest batch of, she's going to need something to prop with the high heels. Yeah. Let's see, 2 more. And
Yvette Craig or whatever her name was?
Yvonne Craig.
Yvonne Craig.
Was the last holdout on signing out her license to the new figures and things.
Because it looks just like her.
Well, not for this one, but for others. There you go. You're just mentioning.
Oh, King Tut, Victor Buono.
I never liked King Tut at the time as a kid, but I'm enjoying them as I watch the Blu-rays.
Sissy.
The guy died in like 1982, and now he's a pop figure. He's a character on that feud with Betty and Joan there. He's making a big comeback this year. It's going to take me 10 hours to put all these back when we're done taping. He's going to need something propping him up too here.
Is that me?
There's Dave. Now, for some reason, the model used, he had a suit on with 100 question marks. Why they didn't use this for the model, for us painters? Now, that's the typical Riddler outfit.
Frank Gorshin.
And they had the Joker, and let's see. Oh, wait, I think we got one more in
Oh,
here,
one
Dave.
more. Ooh.
I was going to say there's another one. It was Catwoman and Joker in the first batch, and they even had the mustache.
Oh, but
On the
Cesar
pop
Romero
film.
refused.
He refused to shave that
Shave
off. Okay. Let's see if he's going to stand on it. Of course, these weren't meant to stand on a TV show sliding desk here. Oh, my. He's not going to stand.
Yeah, there you go.
We can cover up Mr. Freeze a little with that one. There he is.
Oh, he's standing. Is he supposed to be up on one foot? Or?
I don't think so. No wonder he wasn't standing. Oh, there you go. And somehow they do capture the likeness of...
Of who? And nose looks like you can take it off, like it's Mr. Potato Head's nose.
Oh, that's an extra large nose. They all have the triangular noses.
It's a large proboscis.
I'll hold him up as we pan over. He should be over here because we got the sign. There, look at all your favorite Batman villains, Dave.
Are they?
Except for
King Tut?
Joker.
Yeah, where's
Joker is, and the Catwoman was in the other one, and then Batman and Robin. So everybody's there unless they do Roddy McDowell's bad bookworm character. Why not? He should be included in these figures. The thing we have to think of is which pop figure would Dave like to collect?
I don't know. If you're trying to use that as incentive, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, this picture is not helping out here.
No.
I'm sure if there was an Alice Cooper one, you might like that. You have a couple.
Not enough to make me want to watch a Star Wars movie.
Well, this is a separate thing. There's the.
I mean, Alice Cooper bobblehead.
Yes. Yep, from his restaurant. That was from our Christmas gift show, I believe.
I have a Alice Cooper kind of Jack-in-the-Box thing.
Oh, I never saw that one.
I have an Alice Cooper kind of it's an action figure, but it's got a guillotine and all spiders and.
That was probably the
all sorts of
Todd McFarlane ones.
So I have a lot of that stuff there.
You know, I was in the McDonald's drive-thru line the other day, Dave. And it was running, this Latham one is running a little long. I don't know what's going on in there, but in front of me, the guy pulls up to the second one. They don't use the other. They have two ordering things, but they only use the one now for some reason. And the guy's going on. I think there's only two people in the van, but he's going on and on up there. I swear it was 5 minutes. And then finally he's going into the iced coffee. And I see the hand is out the window. Let's see, I'll do this hand because otherwise I'll hit you.
I'll sit back.
Well, it was this hand. It was going on and on. In the first iced coffee, I would like it half with ice.
You hear all this?
I'm hearing it. Okay. If it wasn't so loud with the cars, I would have taped it, I swear, in another minute. In the second iced coffee, I would like it all ice. And then he goes through, he's going through his order, make sure it's all on the screen. I don't see the ice on there, but we don't put that on the screen. You come up, drive up, and I'll take care of the ice. Okay, I just want to make sure. On the first one, it's half ice, and on the second one, it's full ice. Then he's questioning the price of the iced coffees. And I hear the woman say, well, if you come up, I'll make it myself right up here. Okay, now the first one has half the, on the third time, And then she finally said again, if you pull up, there's a line for me. And then I said, that was the cue. Beep, beep. I hit my horn. And the guy looked around. I see him look back in his mirror at me. And then he says, I'll just forget the horn. He drives off. If you got an order that complicated, you got to go into you can't be doing all that.
Right.
And 3 times, for God's sakes, on the iced coffee. Put a bunch of ice in your coffee and shut up. Not like saying the F word
No
there.
common sense.
Oh, my
Is it
God.
time for the game, Ed?
Just about.
Poster pairs game. Get ready. Get up. Get over.
Okay.
Where you have sent in 2 numbers from 1 to 6 via email. We select your entry, reveal what's behind the 2 numbers you've given us, and if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. If you write spin the wheel, you could win up to 10. Could happen.
Well, most times these days I'm trying to stay calm.
Oh, you can't.
I'm out there. But 3 times with the ice order, that was enough. I hit my beeper.
Oh, you could have instigated a road rage
Yeah,
incident.
it would have been worth it.
Murder at McDonald's.
If I had to hear one more time that the first one was half ice.
All right, here we go. Oh, 2. Which one? I grabbed.
You got 2 right hand.
Go with the one in the right hand?
Yeah.
All right.
Right is right.
Wait, who's this person? Tina Cerrone. We can't be getting new viewers as we're ending their show.
She's been in once in a
Has
while.
she?
Not often, though.
Tina Cerrone, 2 and 5.
Okay, maybe this will be lucky.
Maybe if she's retiring from someplace.
It's the up and down.
Oh, I gotta tell you right now, it's not gonna win.
That's not going to win the
Nope.
up and down?
Nope.
You never know.
It's not.
Oh.
I watched it happen.
Whee! There we go.
Oh, yeah. I saw the placement of the posters, so unfortunately I was aware.
Oh, you were aware of the pre-production.
You were too busy going upstairs getting your.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Tina. Tina Cerrone, whose name I've never said before. I don't recall. But then again, I don't know what I did last week. And if you want to enter, send an email to mediazone95@gmail.com. That's mediazone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. And like I said, we select your entry and they match. You win 2 free movie passes. If you write spin the wheel, we will spin the wheel where you have 1 chance to win 10 tickets, 2 chances for 6, 2 chances for 4, 6 chances you keep the 2, 5 chances you give us 1 back, 2 chances we forget about the whole thing.
I'm looking at the DVDs in Walmart, Dave.
Uh-oh.
This was all a couple of bad weeks. I think I mentioned this before. The guys in the middle at the table asking you what kind of energy you use.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to swap it out. Well, finally I had enough. I went
no.
over. I had to try and find a worker in there. I said, do you know who these people are and what they're doing? There's no signs of anything going on over here. Do you want to speak to the manager? Yeah, I'll speak to the manager. I got a few minutes. So the manager comes out and, oh, you're the first person to complain about these people. I said, well, they're annoying. Everybody that goes by here, everybody is saying no. I think she finally came out that this company is paying to use the space
Yeah,
here.
it's like a kiosk type thing.
Yeah.
You rent the space out. Yeah.
So I went on the website, I filed the complaint, and the next 2 times I went, the folks weren't there. So
Ooh.
I'm not sure what kind of operation this was. You know, you never know. It could be friends of the manager that are selling this this phone stuff, and they just let them set up in there. You never know what's going on. But I'm tired of being annoyed by it, so I put an end to it.
Now, if that only works with Price Chopper.
I think we pretty much, through our efforts, put them out of business. Pretty much, that's pretty much over for Price Chopper.
They might be selling off. You never know.
All right, we'll see you next time. Maybe a couple of good movies left for the summer. I don't know. We'll find out next time.
The Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.